Hello and welcome to the first ever Hod Watt podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Joshua Watt, and sitting next to me is
Hamish Hodson.
hello. How are you, mate?
I'm good. How are you, Josh?
I'm good. I'm just pretty pleased to, get started in our podcast.
Yeah, this is the first time we've ever done a podcast, so just bear with us.
Bear with the audio quality.
Just bear with the everything.
Yeah,
Try and put up with us if you can.
we try our hardest to make movies, and they're semi-mediocre, and so podcasting. I don't know. That's the word for it. I don't know. So
So let's talk a little bit about how we came to be.
so really, what started us all was our first movie in 2013. Was it?
Yeah, 13.
Yeah. So I was 13 years old.
And I was about 15.
Yeah. When I'd gotten, I had iPad through school, and I thought, oh, you get iMovie on it, so let's make a movie. And Hamish was down for like 2 days, and we made the trailer using the shitty trailer template, and then we went ahead and made the movie on its own, and it was awful.
Yeah, it was awful. At the time, we actually thought it was okay, but now we look at it and we cringe.
Like, my voice is just absolute disgusting.
Yeah, and it's what started the whole Hod Watt Studios trend.
If you want to look like even further, you could. It was about 2008. In 2008, 2010, that period was when this is more me on my own, but
Yeah.
I
I remember I came up to Josh's place all those years ago, and I remember he said he'd made a movie, and I was just like, oh, okay. And he showed it to me, and
it was called The Ghost Movie. It was. I sort of thought, hey, Hamish loves movies, doesn't he? And he loves scary ones too. So I would create a scary movie and call it the fucking Ghost Movie, because I was very imaginative, wasn't I? I was like a real fucking, oh yeah, that Ghost Movie, that's original, isn't it? It wasn't.
yeah, and it wasn't really a horror movie. It was, what would you call it? Sort of a
I don't know.
comedy. There wasn't really anything scary about it.
No, it was just a shitty attempt at creating a video. It was like 5 minutes long. I created it on my mother's camera that she had at the time, which was god awful. It was made for taking photos, and it just had this shitty slapped on video feature, which was. I made it in Windows Movie Maker. I remember that. That was back in the day when we still had Windows XP. That was the shit, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I remember we actually tried to make a sequel, and I was starring in it.
We did make that sequel, didn't we?
Yeah, but that was pretty bad.
Yeah. Both of those movies have sort of disappeared into obscurity
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah, they're lying somewhere, but
yeah. I remember I burned one to a CD and I gave it to you, and I burned it so that it only worked on computers.
Yeah, and I remember taking that home, and I never watched it, and I don't know where it is now. It's probably like in the attic or.
It's fucking gone, boy. no matter what situation it's in right now, it's fucking gone. We've never seen it again. And so after Home Invasion, we created.
Yeah, we created a sequel. I remember.
Oh yeah, I'd like created it was sort of a ghost movie sort of thing. And Hamish is coming down. I'll create the start to Home Invasion 2, and yeah, we made the whole film.
Yeah, but we lost that, and we put so much work into it. So
God, I remember you, and I was like, oh shit, I got to tell Hamish this. I said, Hamish, the whole thing's been deleted, and you were absolutely fucking livid. It was amazing.
Oh.
And then I remember like the movie in between Home Invasion and Home Invasion 2 was Him.
Yeah. Or did we make Home Invasion 2 first? I don't remember.
I remember that around the same time we created Him, which was a found footage movie born off. It was our stupid intern. It wasn't stupid. Sort of in between, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was born out of the Slender Man craze.
Yeah. Back when that was really big.
Yeah.
And yeah, we I remember we used X-ray vision to for night vision.
And then we put a green hue on it. And it looked nothing like night vision at all. But, I mean, compared to one of our latest ones, found footage.
Yeah, we actually shot that at night in the middle of the woods
Using a torch.
Yeah.
And yeah, but we'll get into that one later. Got a big list of all our creative expeditions. So, I think after Home Invasion 2, or after Him, or just after that, I came around to your place and we created probably our longest movie.
Oh, yes.
About 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
The Maryville Beast.
Yeah, the Maryville Beast. Yeah, we went through this phase where we wanted to make found footage movies. I don't know, because
It was
just because
easier.
they're easier.
That was the only reason we did it. And I don't know. We got yeah. Little thing about it, we've both got older brothers. Mine's with Sam. He's 3 years older than me, and Hamish's.
Yeah, I've got Alex and Simon.
Yeah.
Alex watches my movies, and so does Simon. But when Alex watches them,
Alex is our biggest critic.
Yeah, he's a kind of bit of a douchebag.
Oh, but he points out some of the greatest things there.
Yeah.
It's borderline funny. Well, it is funny, in my opinion. No.
And one of the movies we made, which is actually on YouTube, Random.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember he watched that, and he
First
pointed it out to us, and was like, "Are you two supposed to be like a gay couple in this movie?"
Yeah, first thing he pointed out was like, "Why are you gay?" And
we looked at it, and we were just like, "Damn, it really does give off that vibe, doesn't it?"
The scene where I'm chopping apples, I'm basically the wife in the relationship, I'd say, and then you're the big burly husband who's come back from his little holiday to meet Tomo and get this big fucking tat. And yeah, you walk in and go, "Oh, I'm just going to get some milk from town." Okay, finish chopping my apples, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay, that's fine." But here, I found this note at the door. Would you have a look at it? It's basically like, "Oh honey, I'm going to the store to get some milk and get the groceries. Here, have a look at our taxes while we're there."
Yeah.
So,
And that was never our original intention, for it to be this gay
thing, but
Yeah,
it's
it was-
very obvious.
Yeah, we were just supposed to be roommates, but there's nothing in the movie to suggest that we are just roommates.
Nor that we're gay, but still. As soon as Alex saw it, he's like, "Gay couple." And yeah, it's
Others might have thought it, but weren't ballsy enough to point it out.
yeah. By no means does that make me dislike the film. I quite enjoy it for the fact that it was actually our first film that we created with video camera. Because all our movies before that movie was made on a
Made it an iPad.
iPad 3. Yeah, excuse me, and yeah, it's not the best camera. It's only 720p. Only 720p. Excuse me. And yeah, right. What's next? Well, after Random. Oh no, we need to talk about probably your favorite movie, which is The Collector.
Oh yeah.
Which was created on that iPad, and it's on YouTube too, isn't it?
Yeah. It's one of the 2 movies on YouTube at the moment. We probably will be uploading more soon.
Yeah, we'll probably upload. I don't know when this will be up, but would you say? Oh, we won't get into it now, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah, The Collector. It was actually my idea to do The Collector. I thought I just went to Josh and said, we should have this movie about this complication concerning a debt.
Yeah. It was based off a movie that we created beforehand called The Woolshed Stalker. It sort of took it semi-same premise.
Oh yeah,
But
a bit more complex.
yeah. Sort of took that, I don't know. And by the way, it sounds like we're taking ourselves very seriously, but we don't.
Yeah.
This is a hobby for us. So we're not we're not idiots.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, most of our movies are pretty tongue in cheek.
Yeah. Yeah, so The Collector, that was sort of our first movie we sort of half-assed choreographed a fight scene. You can only see our heads in most of it, but still.
Yeah, and it's quite dark, especially on the YouTube version, which you can watch.
All the axe stuff that we did.
Oh yeah, that was. Yeah, I was actually seriously scared when the axe comes down and is about to hit me, but hits the ground. I was seriously scared the axe was really going to hit me.
Have faith, man. I reckon I could.
Yeah, I mean, I did have faith, but still, when there's an axe involved and it's coming towards you, you're going to be somewhat tense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty dangerous shoot, The Collector.
It's only a shame that we couldn't get those shots right, but you know.
Yeah.
What happened?
And we sort of made a sort of a remake of The Collector, but not really. Sort of a movie in its own right. That was called Threats.
Yeah, Threats. Like we've sort of created our own half-assed universe in our things. We've got the first movie in it is
The Collector came first, yeah.
And then our latest movie, Double Cross, which should be up on YouTube soon. It's our latest film and probably our best. And then it goes Double Cross, then it goes Threats. And that I think what was the code name for both characters? It was Thugster and Bullets that you came up with.
Yeah, I couldn't think of I like to come up with creative names for characters, and I couldn't think of anything creative, so I just came up with these two code names, which I thought had nice rings to them. Sort of like Starsky and Hutch, you know?
Yeah. You do come up with some very obscure names. Like I remember in The Inevitable, which was made after Random, was the movie after Random. Just had the camera. We're down in Port Fairy, and I remember with the naming, especially with Sylvester McGear.
Yeah. There's an interesting story behind that name, actually, because I was writing a story on my iPod at the time, and I tried to write Maguire, but it auto-corrected it to McGear, and I liked that name more, so I decided to use it.
And then through the whole, it wasn't up until an hour ago till I found out that this was how the story went. I thought that I was like, why is it McGear Hamish? I think you mean Maguire.
Yeah,
he's like,
he thought I'd spelled it wrong or something.
Like, what the fuck goes on here? You a fucking idiot or some shit? And yeah, you do come up with some fairly obscure names.
And then there's the whole Kendrick Briggs thing.
Oh wow, Kendrick Briggs has been used in I don't know how many times in our movies, but in a lot of things it just comes up over and over and over. And
yeah, Kendrick Briggs.
Sort of a half-running gag now. When what do we call this character? We just go, oh, Kendrick Briggs.
When you can't think of a character name, just call him Kendrick Briggs.
Yeah, meme that shit.
Yeah.
So after The Inevitable, we created found footage, which we probably put up on YouTube sometime, because it's half decent.
Yeah, we seem to have
That was the first movie that we actually got some genuine, nice feedback from Alex and Sam.
Yeah.
We need to get them on the podcast sometime.
Yeah.
So found footage. We did that.
Yeah, we actually shot that on an iPod.
I don't know what generation, but it was recent, and it's got a half decent camera on it. It's not terrible.
Yeah, my iPod, which doesn't work anymore. It's stopped working a few days ago. I filmed it on that, and yeah, it had really good picture quality.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Surprisingly,
I don't know how it would go on YouTube because YouTube scales down resolution with basically every video imaginable. If you want to get 4K, you've got to record in 6K and all that sort of shit. And yeah, so that's basically all there is to say about found footage.
after found footage, we made
Drowning. There are a lot of movies in between that we sort of half made. Like we made this one.
yeah, it was sort of like an experimental film. I called it Unlocked Doors.
Yeah.
And when we were filming it, we didn't have a name.
So we just sort of filmed it.
We just filmed this short little experimental film.
To be perfectly honest, I forgot all about that movie.
Yeah, and I'd sort of half forgotten about it as well, but I was just on the computer and I came upon it again and I was just like, geez, while I'm here, I might as well finish off this movie.
Mm. So that one's never really seen the light of day at all.
Yeah.
But,
But we might, upload it here.
sometime. So, yeah, and then another in-between movie we had was The Faceless, which was...
Oh, yeah, we never got that finished.
That was born out of the whole bloody SCP.
SCP, yeah.
Creepypasta thing on the internet. A lot of our movies are born out of those sort of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Faceless, it was off this, I don't know, SCP, blah, 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 blah. It was a cross between this thing that would just stay there in the window,
Yeah,
a blank face that would just sit there in the window, and the rake. And we got a couple shots pretty down pat.
Yeah, it actually looked pretty good. I mean, I think, don't you still have like bits and pieces of footage from it?
Yeah. Apart from the fact that it's like me wearing a stocking on my head, basically naked with a light on my head as my eye, in quotations there. Bit of a visual reference for the people at home listening, and yeah. Oh, I just had one on my mind. Shit. I've already forgotten the name, but no, it's gone now.
I remember we made that movie was kind of like a rip off of The Ring.
Yeah, we got like a quarter of the way through that and forgot about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty. It sort of became a comedy in the end, didn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Speaking of comedies, we've dipped into comedy once.
Yeah, I mean,
Hoodoo the Voodoo.
Yeah, Hoodoo the Voodoo, which will probably be uploaded soon.
It's I cringe at it quite a bit because I've gone through a lot of change in no time. I used to be quite a little Skinner. Yeah.
I don't cringe at
Yeah, because you're a man from like age 8.
No, I don't cringe at Hoodoo the Voodoo as much because we were trying to take the piss with that one. Whereas with some of our earlier movies where we're trying to be serious and it just falls flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Hoodoo the Voodoo was originally supposed to be a serious movie. A serious movie about voodoo horror and whatnot.
All that sort of strange, psychological, weird shit.
Yeah. But I don't know what happened. We just thought, fuck it, let's just go crazy and make this.
We did, and it was weird.
Yeah.
It's funny too. And I'll probably finish up on this little segment of the timeline of the Hotbot Studios with Double Cross, our latest film, which I feel to be our best movie.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Hamish, but
I think it's definitely one of our most well made. No, it's definitely up there. Out of all the movies we made, maybe not the best.
Pacing wise, it's got very good pacing in it compared. All our other movies are basically been, this is our character. You don't get to learn much about him. let's get straight into the action, boys and girls.
Yeah.
This one had a bit of backfill in it. Told us who we really. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'd made The Collector, and then we made Threats, which was supposed to be like a completely separate movie. But then we made Double Cross, which linked them both together.
Double Cross sort of was birthed out of your mind.
Yeah. I just thought.
Go into that a bit more. I want to hear the story behind that. Let's delve into the mind.
I just thought it would be interesting if we tried to do a crossover between two of our movies that we'd already made, as opposed to starting on a new
IP.
Yeah.
Location-wise, it's the most diverse film that we've created.
Oh yeah.
It's sort of the first time we've ventured out into the public realm.
Yeah. It starts out at my house on our farm and ends in Port Fairy, which is a town about an hour and a half away.
Fun fact: that could have been Melbourne.
Yeah.
The capital city of Victoria, Australia. For anybody who's not understanding, that we are from Australia. We're from the bottom one, not the island on the bottom. We're from the bottom of the main place.
We're in a state called Victoria, which is just above Tasmania, which is the island.
We live in the middle of buttfuck whoop whoop.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's basically all you need to know. And Port Fairy's near the seaside, so it's lovely.
Yeah.
That's where all the dunes and the Blue House is.
Yeah. We made about 3 movies there, I think. We made The Inevitable there.
I've moved around a lot in the time that Hodwat Studios has been around. So there's some movies in this real shitty house that we rented for reasons I'm not going to go into, but and then we've moved into another place.
Yeah.
I'm standoffish about this. I don't know if it's the internet. I'm scared of the internet.
Yeah. Because if you didn't know, you'd just be thinking, where the hell are they all this time? They keep switching locations, so many different places.
Yeah. So I've moved a lot. Hamish hasn't moved in his life.
Yeah, no, I've lived here since I was born.
Yeah, so all the places that we mention, all the places in the, credits, you can Google that shit and you can find it eventually. And, yeah. So, what else should we get into? What movies, as a child? You've been an avid movie watcher. Since I know...
Maybe we should talk about some of the movies that inspired us, or some of the movie directors.
See, I'm not nearly as much of a movie watcher as you, because I reckon since I've known you, you have watched horror films and just at the age of friggin' 6, you were watching movies like friggin' I Am Legend and shit.
Oh yeah.
I need to stop saying friggin', because that's stupid and gay. Yeah, I said gay. Come at me.
Yeah, I grew up watching Alfred Hitchcock and his movies, such as Psycho and The Birds and Rear Window. And yeah, I think I bring a lot of that into our movies, or try to at least, because he's one of the most influential directors of all time.
Silence. Well, me, I don't know. I've got no one who inspires me. I'm a sad little boy. Sad Boys versus London. You get it if you get the reference. Yeah, I don't know. I like Inglourious Bastards. That's by Quentin Tarantino, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that because I'm an idiot. But,
he made that.
Yeah, thank you. The Amish is like a sort of walking encyclopedia with all this shit.
Yeah.
You also like a lot of obscure things.
Yeah, I watch a lot of obscure films. Movies that the average person wouldn't know about.
Yeah. I remember.
One of my favourite movies of all time is Assault on Precinct 13, which is made by John Carpenter.
So I'd never fucking heard that if it wasn't for you.
Yes, yeah. John Carpenter's more well known for making Halloween and Escape from New York and whatnot, but No, Assault on Precinct 13 was his second movie. Before that, he'd made Dark Star, which I haven't seen, and I honestly don't really care much about because it's like a sci-fi, low-budget sci-fi movie.
Yeah, you don't like sci-fi much, do you?
Yeah, not really. I mean, I like a few sci-fi movies. Like I like Alien with Sigourney Weaver and The Thing, which is also, funnily enough, by John Carpenter.
Where was it that you thought you saw Sigourney Weaver?
Oh yeah, we were in a restaurant and
Oh, is that Sigourney Weaver?
yeah, it was just like I just looked at this woman and said, "That's got to be Sigourney Weaver."
I'm gonna be honest, that looked
Nothing.
nowhere near like Sigourney Weaver.
I don't know why, but it just looked in my warped imagination. It looked like her.
It looked like everybody's like, Sigourney Weaver, what the fuck that kid? I don't know what the fuck that kid's looking at, but
Should have gone up and asked for her autograph.
Should be like, what?
Do I know you?
No. Movies are stupid. So I wasn't really. I remember you messed me up real hard back in 2006. It was with I Am Legend.
Oh yes.
Like, whoa,
That is, yeah, it's a scary movie.
that really took my little pussy of a mind into new levels of scared.
Yeah.
Like, looking back now, it's not a scary movie.
Yeah, if you were to watch it again today, I don't think you'd be as affected by it.
Mainly because it's Will Smith and he was in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And I can only think of that and just how him breaking out into that song in the middle of the thing, it sort of saves me now. But back when that movie first came, I don't know when it came out.
I think it was 2007 it came out, I think. Yeah.
No, it wasn't 2006. My mind is wrong. But I remember we watched it. It was before you had done renovations to your house. We all sat down and watched it. It was after we watched Harry Potter 2. And you messed both me and my brother up. And you...
Yeah, we were all kind of creeped out by it.
You weren't. You've had a fixation with horror movies for a very long time.
Oh, there are movies that have scared me, and I Am Legend has definitely affected me more than a lot of other movies.
Mm. But I was crying when I went to bed. I had to sleep with my mother that night.
Yeah. You see, I'm not really scared by the supernatural. I'm more frightened by things that could happen in real life. Like ghosts and that are like debatable. They might exist, but there's no proof or anything. But things like serial killers, such as I don't know, Charles Manson and Ted Bundy. I mean, those people are real, and there are people out there, and that's what frightens me. And so, movies about that kind of thing, like I don't know, Psycho, or what's another one? Snowtown. Oh yeah, Wolf Creek.
Snowtown.
Oh yeah, that's
We watched that one.
in the US it's called the Snowtown Murders. So yeah, but here in Australia it's just called Snowtown.
Yeah, Australia's kind of home to some lovely people out here.
Yeah, we've had the Backpacker Murders done by Ivan Milat.
Cheers. Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's alive. He's in prison.
He's still kicking it.
Yeah,
he's got life, isn't he?
Yeah, I read that he tried to like bite off his thumb or something to get the handcuffs off.
God, he's a spastic.
Oh.
And quick question to you: do you believe in the supernatural? I want to hear this. I want to go delve into your mind, man.
I don't know. To a degree, I think there might be some things out there that we don't know about.
Fuck it, let's get real philosophical. Do you believe we're alone in the universe?
No.
Yeah, surely we're not fucking alone.
But I don't really believe that some spaceship is going to come up and start abducting us.
See, I love sci-fi movies. I live for Star Wars, man. That's sick. But that's
I gotta be honest, I'm not a big Star Wars person.
I'm gonna force you to make like some Star Wars fan film. And I know it'll be shit because you hate it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's talk a bit about the games that we play. I think.
Games, I love games. They're good games.
Yeah.
Now, we as children, we used to play a fuck ton of I Spy.
Oh yeah, I Spy.
I Spy, for whoever don't know, I Spy was sort of a concept taken by Scholastic. It was back in the day. They created a bunch of books, and they're like, "Hey, let's slap this shit on a disc and make some sick ass games out of it," and they did.
And they were pretty addicting.
Like those things, I don't know. They were my childhood. Like we had the old Windows XP computer. You'd have nothing but I Spy games, and like you get them in the little book club newsletters that you get through primary school. That's elementary for all you North American people.
Yeah.
And yeah, so probably the best one because I don't know, I had a fixation with like spooky things, you know, like skeletons, all that shit, ghosts.
Yeah, so did I.
I don't know why, but it was cool. But I remember I Spy Spooky Mansion.
Oh yeah, that was great. And
I Spy Spooky
Treasure
Mansion
Hunt and
Deluxe.
yeah.
Yeah. I reckon I probably couldn't pick up the story back then, but I reckon if I could, I just hope there's in my mind. I just hope there's like a little deeper meaning into that.
I definitely think there's a deeper meaning behind the I Spy books and the games. I mean, if you look at each picture in a sequence, you can kind of piece together a story or what's going on because they're never just randomized.
Yeah, surely they've like purposely gone. Fuck the kids. Let's see if
let's try to sneak in all this hidden
goodness for the big people who can figure this shit out. I want to pirate that because I don't have the discs anymore. What do you think? What do you think I am? Some kind of person who looks after this stuff? No.
Yeah.
I need to pirate that. I don't pirate stuff. Sorry. I need to purchase some of those games again, and I'm gonna. I'm certain that the developers in quotations have put something in there. They've got it.
Yeah. That was back when we had the very old computers.
Like they were white ones with the big fat backs on them.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember because we've all got older siblings. Well, both of us have older siblings who like. I remember your brother, especially eldest brother Simon. He was real tech savvy, and I remember he used to like burn all like SimTown, Sim Safari, all those games onto discs and play those. And SimTown, what a game, huh?
Oh yeah,
Do. Fuck, I love that. We recently got back into that, didn't we?
Yeah, and yeah, it's brought back so many memories. There's so much freedom compared to a lot of the other sim games.
Yeah. And always name your town Nazi Germany, because when you go to save, it says, "Would you like to save Nazi Germany?" And not once have I felt bad when I press yes. Yeah. Fuck the Jews, eh?
I don't know if we'll get away with that.
Let's see what happens, huh?
Yeah, my introduction to violent video games was back in about 2005 when I first played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
See, I had a very late start with the violent video games. Yeah. My mother, she's like, she would not let me touch a video game above PG until I was like at least 10 or 11.
Yeah.
So I had no experience with San Andreas back in the day, but I did in recent years. Yeah, I was a little skinner.
You didn't really know about it until when you were much older, and I introduced it to you. And
it was on your brother's MacBook.
Yeah,
we were at Port Fairy, classic film set.
I just remember the first time playing that game. It was just like, it was a whole new experience for me. I'd never played a game where you could run around, shoot whatever you want, or do all that stuff. Yeah.
And like with those games, you never understand the story first time you play, especially when you're that age.
Playing those games now, I focus a lot more on the story, but back then you just wanted to wreak havoc. Just
Blow shit up. Use all the cheats.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
remember
I sort of look down at cheats these days. I like to play without them.
You're a completionist.
Yeah.
Um,
If I put on a cheat and I finish a game, I don't feel that sense of victory.
yeah. I mean, I'm open to use cheats. I'm a thief. I'm a bastard. I'm a fiend, man. I'm a fucking fiend when it comes to that shit.
Yeah.
I don't care. Yeah, I'm a real thug, aren't I?
And I remember when the PS3 first came out, the first game I played for the PS3 was Grand Theft Auto 4, which, looking at it now, it's really not the best GTA.
No.
Far from the best. But at the time, seeing it, the resolution was incredible.
Oh no. You know what makes me sad? That console generation lasted for so long. Lasted like a solid 6 years. Or maybe even longer. This console generation, PS4, they're already talking about next gen.
Oh, no.
That makes me very sad. Very, very sad indeed.
I'm just like, yeah, you've got a PS4 right now. It's.
I waited for the price to go down. I needed to wait so I could get some more moolah for that shit. No, we're getting the PS Neo. Let's get that so you can play VR.
Yeah. Geez.
Get the Xbox Scorpio. Why?
Yeah, by the time PS5 comes out, people are going to be lining up for the PS9.
Mm. It makes me very sad.
Yeah. Just like PS4 is an amazing piece of.
And just recently, Xbox released the Xbox Slim, the S as they like to call it, doing some Apple shit there, which is apparently VR capable. So, I'm not going to say that I'm betting my money that Oculus is involved, but because it's already like half confirmed, isn't it? Yeah. So the way things are changing, they're changing very rapidly. And really that should make me happy, but it doesn't.
Yeah, just like imagine if it all just stopped, like they just said, right, this is how it's going to be. We're not going to go any further from here on. That would suit me.
What happens when they get to photorealism in video games? When photorealism is just an easy thing to do. And they can just go, yep, we just made Star Wars look like real life. And when they can do that, like say the development cycle the game's going to now, there's no point in upgrading. It's just
it'll be sad because the games these days are amazing.
Keep in mind that when we hit that brick wall, dare I say, we're probably going to be dead.
Yeah.
For the way we're getting way into that. Semi. I don't know.
But on the bright side, I am really looking forward to the upcoming Mafia 3.
People are kicking up way too much of a stink about the African American main character.
Yeah.
There's no need. I've seen some racist shit in some comment sections. Like some very extremely racist shit.
Yeah. But no, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's different. It's something different. I mean,
tell us what you know. Tell us what you know about the whole game.
Well, I know it's set in a fictionalized version of New Orleans called New Bordeaux. And you play a member of the Black Mob.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Black Mob, so that's African American mob, basically.
Yeah. And basically, the mob is betrayed by the Italians, who start up this huge massacre. And you, as the main character, your name is Lincoln Clay. You have to go out and get revenge on the Italians. And it looks pretty bloody.
I don't know about you, but I know you're definitely you couldn't give a shit, nor that you probably don't know anything about it, but I'm quite a avid Destiny player. And that game got a lot of fucking shit reviews. People hated it, and they still hate it to this day. But personally, I fucking love that game. It's a very good game, and its latest expansion is coming out in the date today, the 3rd. In 17 days, I'm going to have my hands on that, and I'm going to be playing the shit out of that. I'm not going to go into details about it, because, Hamish could give a fuck about it.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't.
I remember when I first got that game, you just wanted to play Liberty City Stories on the PS3. I got it, and you just complain like, you're just doing the same shit. Get off so I can play my game. Just do nothing but ragging on at me.
Then you started talking shit about GTA, saying like that's pretty repetitive too.
There was some salt that day.
Oh yeah. What else is there to say?
Yeah, we'll plan much more in the next episode, if there is a next episode.
Yeah.
If this, if we can't be fucked doing any more of these, we'll never do it again. But what's that? Oh yeah, no, you don't know. You're not a fan of Battlefield, are you?
Not really. I mean,
the new Battlefield looks sick, by the way.
I kind of liked the idea of Battlefield Hardline.
The cops and robbers concept.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't give a crap about any of the others, but the cops and robbers sounded like something I'd be more into.
Yeah, I've been playing the beta of Battlefield 1 with a couple of my friends, and it's only one map and 2 game modes at the moment, but by Christ, it's very good. I enjoyed quite a bit. And so shit. I was gonna go back to a game we used to play. Oh shit, I've forgotten about it now. But if you're gonna say something, say it please, so I can remember.
Yeah, another game I'm looking forward to, but it's probably not going to be out for a very long while, and that is Dead Island 2.
Knew you were gonna say that.
Really?
Yeah, as soon as you said it's something that's not going to be out for a long time. $20 is dead on. I bet to my self-conscious.
And another zombie game called Days Gone. You heard of that one?
I think so. Is that sort of like third person?
Yeah, third person. I think you play like kind of like a bikey / mercenary dude, and well, yeah, probably not much different than all the other zombie games, but I'm still looking forward to it because open world. There's always new stuff to explore with each open world game.
Yeah, like unless you've got an open world, like not ragging on or hating on Grand Theft Auto 4, but Grand Theft Auto 4's open world was quite limited.
Yeah.
And I heard rumours that it was originally going to be Liberty State rather than Liberty City, so you're going to have like countryside all around that. Which looking back now, geez, that would have been sick.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You don't know what happens behind.
It had
closed
so
doors.
much more potential than what eventually became of it.
Yeah. I mean, I wish they did more with Nico.
Yeah, Nico.
His whole character was very versatile. There's a very funny character in terms of meme potential.
Yes, and his cousin Roman, who always calls him up, asking to go bowling.
Let's go fucking bowling. Cousin Nico, let's go bowling, yes?
Yeah. You know what nationality he is?
Russian.
No.
Yugoslavian.
No, you're close enough. A lot of people think he's Russian, but he's actually Serbian, I think, or Croatian.
Okie dokie. I still can't think of that old game that I was thinking about.
Can you say what it's about, or?
Oh no, it's not even that old. It's The Sims. Fuck, we used to wreak havoc in that.
Oh yeah.
I started with The Sims 2, and I remember one of our characters, famous, in our little own right, Jack Norsbaum.
Oh yes.
Jack Norsbaum was this fucked man that we created.
Yeah, he was a Jamaican guy, and he was ugly as fuck.
The fattest nose you'll ever see.
Do
We just,
you still have him on like The Sims?
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
How's he going?
I don't know. I haven't checked the save in a very long time.
Hmm.
I'm gonna figure out how, like, I don't know, how long I can get him to survive. Well, I mean, just remembering the mechanics of The Sims now. There's no way to keep him alive forever
Yeah.
without cheats. But yeah, I remember that he was in. We put him in Strange Town for starters in Sims 2. He wore the most gayest gear. Like, not as in, like, oh, that's gay, like genuinely gay looking gear. Not putting any stereotypes on it, but you know, he wore gay clothes, and he had a tiger face paint,
Yes.
which just made him look all the more retarded. And he had a dog that was just this obese thing, and it eventually became. It made more money. It brought in more money than Jack did himself, being a dishwasher.
Yeah.
Then we moved over to The Sims 3. Revamped the character that was Jack Norsborn. And he had his husband.
Oh yes, husband. And
Husband.
I thought about the idea of making Huntsman.
Yeah, their pet spider. Which surely has a mod for that.
Yeah, and we know you're probably not as interested in Jack Norsbaum as we are, but
But we're fucking fixated with him. I mean, we built a house that was completely underground. It was like a secret lair.
yeah,
Because husband was like the evil genius of the town. He wore like a skin tight suit. Oh, by the way, both of them were obese. And husband had clown paint. He was pale white, had only orange eyebrows and no hair. Well, I remember because we just locked him outside because we really desperately wanted him to get abducted by aliens, so he'd get pregnant.
yeah,
And eventually he did. And the aliens that came down that he rooted were like bloody elderly females, which was kind of disgusting. But The Sims, man, the fun you have with it.
yeah. What else do we play?
Oh no.
Recently I've gotten into playing. You're seeing gameplay of it. Probably. Maybe you're seeing it right now. Maybe you're seeing Beyond Two Souls gameplay. But no, that's Until Dawn.
Now last time I was down here, I played very, like, say, an hour and a half or so with it. And I had a lot of fun with it, but not the way you're supposed to.
Oh yes.
The first thing we did is started a new game, and there's the bit where I don't know what her name was. She's the
Jessica.
Yeah, she's the slut. And
yeah, the dumb blonde.
Just like whether she reads a book or a phone, you sit there,
and you kind of flick the what is it, the right stick left and right,
and they look like they're having a seizure. And as soon as we figured that out, I'm like,
anyway.
Fucking hell, we've come across something amazing here.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't played Until Dawn, you probably don't have a clue what we're talking about.
I haven't played a heap. I've only played like very little bits. You could sort of go into way more detail with it.
I loved the game. The moment I started playing, I finished it in one day, which is amazing by my standards. And yeah, I loved it so much. The next day, I played it again and finished it again.
I remember because we were down somewhere else. We bought the game. You'd gone home. You got home like 2:00 or something like that. You played the game, and I remember you texted me or messaged me or whatever, and you're like, "I just finished Until Dawn,"
and you were just like,
"You're lying." I genuinely thought he was lying, but he's like, "No, been playing since whatever time it was. Had a break and finished just before tea or something like that." And I thought, wow, now what are you going to do? See, for me, I don't know. Probably the only game that I've ever replayed was a game called Spore, which is probably the only reason why I'm an atheist right now. Shout out to Maxis and EA for that absolute gem of a game. Create a sequel now. Get on it.
yeah.
And I really wish Rockstar would come out with a new Red Dead.
Oh yeah, yeah. They really need to lift their heads up. You know?
Just looking at that Red Dead poster over there reminded me of it.
Oh yeah.
By hell, I'd love
You know, the next Red Dead is apparently going to be set in the same universe as Mafia 3
which I'd think that, yeah, I'd be happy.
because it's apparently not going to be. I don't know if it's going to be made by Rockstar. I think it's going to be made by the company that's making the Mafia 3 game.
Do you know who that is, or
I don't know. I think 2Check made the first two games. I don't know if that's what they're called. Is that what they came?
oh, I couldn't tell you.
2K check or something.
Yeah, 2K. That's it. 2K. Yeah. Like what was it at A3? It was after the New Orleans gay club massacre. Tip my hat to those people. I'm very sorry. And it was after that, and apparently, what was the E3 footage was of a shootout. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Are you talking about Mafia 3?
No, I'm talking about Red Dead.
Oh.
The rumor was that the reveal footage was going to be of a pack of gang members shooting up a saloon, but I can't remember. It was Jonestown. Like the shootout had happened within a week before E3, and apparently the rumor was that Rockstar pulled that shit before, just like in the name of being respectful for it. That's only a rumor. We still haven't heard anything about a new Red Dead game. Like by playing a lot of GTA Online with my friends, by hell I'd get around some updated Red Dead Online, because the current Red Dead Online is the most glitchiest thing in the world.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Red Dead's kind of fallen into obscurity now.
Which is a damn shame, because it's a bloody good game. Oh, it has come back into, interest by
It really amazes me how they haven't made a PC port of it.
yeah. And that comes back to what I was going to say earlier. Do you reckon consoles will ever become like PCs as just sort of upgradable machines? Because that's the whole sort of draw of PC. Like, yeah, you've got this PC now, but it's not going to be worthless in, I don't know, 3 years. You just grab a new graphics card or something, and you. Well, I for one know that's not the amount of detail that I should be going into. I'm not giving it the concept I'm not doing it any justice, but that's sort of my shitty little view on it.
Yeah.
But you upgrade it, and your purchases are not void within 3 years, whereas the Xbox and PlayStation, they sort of, like, even last gen's basically fallen into obscurity now.
You'll actually hope that doesn't happen, because I'm not really into playing PC games. I'd rather be holding a controller and playing on that as opposed to a keyboard, because playing on a keyboard there's so many other buttons and you can easily press the wrong thing.
And with a lot of people that's an unpopular opinion, but people have their tastes, and so I hope the console market doesn't perish, as a lot of people believe it will, which that's sort of a void statement. That's not true at all, but I just hope it can keep up with PC is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
How long have we been going for here? Yeah. What do you reckon about time to wrap it up?
How long have we been going for?
About an hour now.
Yeah, right.
Yep. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah. If you took the time to listen to this
thank you
audio
deeply.
recording, yeah.
What?
We thank you deeply for giving us the attention, and maybe you liked it, maybe you didn't, but
and just going to shamelessly, please check out everything else. Check out
come by again, and
we're going to be uploading some other shit soon. Hopefully.
Yeah,
hopefully,
yeah. We're not promising anything, but
there should be some new content up soon. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
So, see you, mates.
Bye.
You get
greetings from Australia.
Yeah, you get the reference if you get the reference, eh?